All right, Pickle. It's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2023 Honda Ridgeline. Visit your North Texas Honda dealers today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more.
So, of course,
All off the top of the cuff.
wow.
Because I don't have my laptop with a read on it. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
It's a rugged and reliable. I mean, who could forget, honestly,
Correct.
the rugged and reliable Honda Ridgeline?
If you don't have the Honda read lodged into the back of your dome, you're doing what?
Right up there. Right up there. So, we ask you every Wednesday for questions for Helpful Honda Mailbag, and this is the time when we answer those questions for Helpful Honda Mailbag. Let's go to the phone lines, and by phone lines, I mean the questions that we already got, Pickle. What kind of questions we got from the people?
It is I, the phone line.
It is me, phone line.
What under-the-radar district race are you watching closely?
It's an excellent question. Okay. So I think there's a couple that we've kind of identified. We're really interested in 25-6A, right, because of what happens to Vandergrift. We're really interested in what happens with 19-6A because what happens to Katy. There's a few that we've identified as like real swing districts. And obviously like 11-6A's got both state champions. 21-6A's got, at one point, they had 4 state-ranked teams.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's districts that we've identified. One that I will be keeping a very close eye on, and there's a very big game tonight involving in this district, is District 4-5A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? District 4-5A is the Red Oak, Midlothian, Lake Belton, Killeen School District, right? Cleburne's in there, Granbury, Waco High. And this district I'm paying very close attention to. Specifically tonight, there's a big game between Midlothian and Lake Belton. The reason that I'm paying such close attention to it is not because of what's in District 4-5A Division 1. It's what's in District 3-5A Division 1. Because 3-5A Division 1 is the Aledo, Burleson, Centennial, Denton, Ryan district.
Which Aledo and Denton Ryan are playing tonight.
They're playing tonight as well. So there's a lot to sort out, but essentially what you want to do is set yourself up in a way that you are going to, let's be honest, avoid Aledo as much as possible.
Cost.
So, like, for example, if you finish third in this district, if you finish third in District 4, right? If you finish third, you are going to play Burleson Centennial in the first round.
That's not a cakewalk.
That's not
either.
fun.
No.
That's no fun. 0 stars, right? If you finish second, like, it depends on how that district shakes out with Ryan and all of them. But, like, if you finish second in that district, you could see Denton Ryan. You could see Justin Northwest, right? You need to finish as high as possible in this district.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, I would say that you want to win the district, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that this is a district where the implications are massive for what your playoff path looks like to avoid Aledo until as late as possible. Because theoretically, if you really want to get into it, the sweet spot might be, this is going to sound crazy, but might be to finish third. Okay? Because then you wouldn't see Aledo by our projections. If you can get past Centennial, not easy, but our projections would show you wouldn't see Aledo until a regional final.
And that rocks.
And that would be much better. You're on the clean side of the bracket. You're not on the dirty side
of
the bracket.
If you're not going to win it, you might as well not get second.
Right. So I'm looking at this 4-5A Division or 4-5A Division 1 has my full attention. I'm very interested in what happens there.
Which we've got great news for you because you can watch that not only live on Dave Campbell's Texan Live, the Midlothian Belton game. You can also see full check-ins and analysis and talk back with the broadcasters on Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight.
Wow. That's amazing.
How cool is
Very
that?
cool. So 4-5A Division 1 is an under-the-radar district that I'm paying very close attention to. Obviously, like, there's a big game in Corpus Christi, like as far as sorting all that out. There's all these districts that we know we're interested in, but this is a little bit off the radar that I think people should be paying attention to because it's going to have a major impact on what the Region 1 looks like in 5A Division 1. What's next, Pickle?
Let's go with odds. Katy or Houston Lamar goes D2.
Okay. Let's start with Houston Lamar. Or no, let's start with Katy first. And I talked about this. I mentioned this on Twitter, I believe. This is 19-6A is a mess, right? The entirety of this conversation about Katy comes down to Katy Taylor. They are the swing team. If Katy Taylor gets in the playoffs, right? If Katy Taylor gets in the playoffs, then Katy goes D1. If they don't get in, Katy goes D2. You got that? So
yes.
if you're Katy and you want to go D2, which I think is you don't want to run into North Shore, right. You don't run into Tascasita, right? If you're Katy, you want to go D2, you are rooting against Katy Taylor. You want Katy Taylor to miss the playoffs. Now, again, it's a mess right now, okay? You've got Katy, the clear district champion, clear top of the pops. You've then got Katy Jordan and Katy Taylor playing in they are both 4-1 in district and playing this week. Okay? That is a massive, massive game between Katy Jordan and Katy Taylor. That will go a long way towards determining it. If you're Katy, you're hoping that Jordan won that game. Mm-hmm. Because you want Jordan to get in and not and you want Taylor to keep falling. Assume Jordan's going to get in. Now, both those teams are smaller than Katy, so they would push them up to D1, but you only want one of them to get to win it. And in my opinion, Jordan's better than Taylor, and the Jordan or the Taylor schedule down the stretch would be more difficult. For example, they still play Katy, right? So, if you are, I would say right now, I would put Katy as a lean D2. A lean to probably D2 was what I would say. So I would say it's probably a 30% chance they go D1. Okay? The other one is Houston Lamar. Now, Houston Lamar is in an interesting situation. They're the clear best team in 18-6A. Not close.
Yes.
Right? Houston Heights is probably the second best team in that district, and they're smaller than them. Right? So a lot of this depends on Westbury and Sam Houston getting in instead of Westside. I think that it is, I would put them, looking at this, I would put their chances of going D2 at almost nil. Almost nil. What you're asking is for Bel Air to get in. That feels likely. I think Bel Air is probably a playoff team. I think they're probably the third best team in that district. Mm-hmm. You need Bel Air to get in, and then you need, Westside to get in. And Westside's 1-7, and more importantly, 1-3 in district. And I want to say their only win in district play is over Chavez. Is that right? Yeah, over Chavez. So, Lamar's going D1. That's not really up for debate. It would take a massive upheaval to get Westbury into to get Westside into the playoffs, and I just don't think going to happen. So, Katy probably D2. Lamar almost certainly D1. That's where we're at. So, all right. You got one last one?
Yeah, if you had to wear a Texas high school mascot costume to and at work every day for a month, what mascot would you choose? There's a strategic play here. Mm-hmm. One, if I just had to think of one of like one of the best just mascot like full-on costumes that I've seen, or mascot uniform, whatever you want to call it, the post antelope might be one of the cutest little, like, it just makes me happy. Mm-hmm. But the actual play here that I think is you want to find a mascot that you do not have to wear a head on it. Like, there are certain mascots that like you actually see the face of the human. That would be it, because I don't think I could wear a mask that I'm having to look through eyeballs or like the mouth of something for a month. It would be impossible to do my work. But if I just had to put on like an outfit and you could see my face, that would be it.
So I'm of two thoughts here. Okay? Because I think you're right. So if you're looking for the one that I would come to work in, the Highland Park Scott.
Yes.
Right? I'll wear a kilt.
Yeah.
I can, I've worn a kilt before. I can do that. I can wear that for a month. That's fine. I have. That's not a big deal. And you can get all your work done. You'll just look kind of funny sitting at your desk. That's fine.
But also, people couldn't make fun of you because you might just be, like, Irish, like.
If I had to, though, pick
an actual
mascot.
Yeah. Oh.
The Lamesa Golden Tornado.
Yeah, that rocks.
Look at that thing.
That's fantastic.
You think anybody's going to come up here and ask me about deadlines?
You already kind of look like that on
If I'm wearing that?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, I gotta get angrier.
Yeah, the eyebrows got to go up. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're cutting that.
Yeah, that would be a terrifying mascot that, again, I want to send a message to this office. Be like, I'm not here to be messed with. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I'll do the Lamesa Golden Tornado. Look at that thing.
Yeah, the post antelope always just made me super happy.
And here's another thing. That feels like a big enough, like, mesh that I feel like I would have decent vision out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are others where it's, like, real tight. Mm-hmm. This one feels like you've got a little bit of
Have you ever been in a mascot suit?
Yes, I have.
It's difficult.
When in college, I dressed up as a blood drop for a fraternity blood drive.
Nice. I was scrappy.
I know you were.
At one event.
Yeah.
And you realize that when you go to take pictures with a kid, you smile, and then you're like,
why am I doing this?
Smiling?
Why am I doing this? Exactly. You're exerting more effort than it needs. Anyway, shout out to the Lamesa Golden Tornadoes.
That rocks.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks for being spending a little bit of your day with us and being Dave Campbell's Texas Football subscriber if you are. And if you're not, well, what's the problem? Go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. Remember, Texas Football tonight, 7:30 p.m. On YouTube, Facebook, hopefully, Twitter, and TexanLive.com. Live free everywhere.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.